All my people out there in the world, this is your boy Fat Boy Fish. Monday morning, what's good, fam? What's good? You know what I'm saying? What's good with y'all? Did y'all have a good weekend? Did you enjoy yourself? Did you find some time for yourself? You see your boy cheesing this Monday, but we just back at it all over again. Now, I had a couple things that I wanted to talk about. I had a couple topics, but I'm gonna push all of that to the side. And what I want to talk about right now is what King History told y'all. Now, you see how racism affects our youth. Now, when King History got up here and he did his show, do you think I asked him to do that? No. Do you think that I propped him up to be like, hey son, I need you to do a show on racism and I want you to tell these people what's going on? No, that came from his heart, that came from his mind, and that came to him what's affecting him with racism at this age. I ain't gonna say how old he is because y'all should already know, but everything that he said affects our young people. Now, he was talking about other people using the N-word. I hope y'all took into consideration everything that he said, because that came from his heart and it came from his mind, and it's something that's affecting him in his life. Not me, you know what I'm saying? Not his dad, you know what I'm saying? This is his life and what's affecting him. And I reintegrate again. Do you think I sat up there and asked him to do that show? If you ask him in person, he asked me to do that show to tell y'all how he feels about what he going through. Now, here in America, me growing up, I told y'all, I grew up on the west side. And when I was on the west side as a child, it was 80% black. So, you know, in the schools that's over there, it was dominated by black people. I really didn't see white people until I moved off of the west side. On the west side at that time, I didn't see any white people. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know nothing really about white racism until I moved off of the west side and I was in schools and I was the only black male in that class or at that school. And I've been through so many, y'all. Okay, let's go back to my little past. Now, I forgot the name of this school because it's way out in the country on the going towards I want to say Malaga. It's kind of far off. It's like the country of the west side, but way far in the country. It's hella far, right? All right, my dad at that time when I was in the 4th grade, he moved us off the west side into the country, and I was forced to go to an all-white school. In this all-white school, the white kids at this school taught me two things. They told me that white people have some type of classism going on, and they taught me about racism. Before that time in my life, I didn't know about racism. You know what I'm saying? At 10, 11 years old, however old that you are in the 4th grade, I didn't know about racism like that, like far as in what I'm saying to you as the expression of racism, how it really operates, the mechanism on how they act and how they treat people. Before that time, I only seen black people. A couple of Mexican kids. The Mexican kids on the west side at my time, they told me that we're not white people. But at that time, I thought all white people was the same. You know what I'm saying? I looked at Mexican people no differently than white people. I see them as the same at that time in my life. So the Mexican kids, they had to teach me that they weren't white people, because I called them all white people. I thought they were white people. And this is my little side note right here. I know this camera fitted click, but my first girlfriend was a Mexican girl, and she was a hairy little girl. I'm not gonna lie to you. When I was in the 3rd grade, I had a Mexican. My first girlfriend was a Mexican girl, but she was a little hairy little girl. She had like look at this hair on my arm, right? You see that little? Can you see it? Nah, it's on this side. Oh shit. But look at my arm, y'all. Y'all see that little hair on my arm? This little girl had hair on her arm like she was a grown-ass man. I kid you not. I'm going off the topic, though. But at that one school, the white kids there, they picked on another white person. His name was Scotty. I'm the type of man that my friends, I pick the people that everybody picks with and mess with. I'm that type of person, y'all. I don't know why I'm like that. You know what I'm saying? I'm like the underdog. If I see something unfair, I'm gonna say something about it. I've always been this way. That's your boy Fat Boy Fish. But at this school, the white kids would pick at this other white boy, and they didn't even want to involve him in the crew. All the other white boys, it was like 6 or 7 of them, they be beating up Scott. They be calling them names. When I came to that school, me and Scott became best friends because I seen everybody hated his damn guts. And the other white kids, they taught me racism. They called me all kind of niggas. Anything you possibly can imagine, they taught me what white racism really is.